Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit more here. Okay, so how do I know the people that I'm not associated with or whatever, as I was explaining at the beginning? Okay, well, I'm not the one sitting at an AI terminal hooking myself up with IPs of everyone, so it's obviously not me doing that. It's obviously her making the connections. Now, I found out through talking with anyone and everyone over the past 8 years as I was decoding everything. Um, this is the backdrop. This is how I got to know different people in that arena, such as have I met Ted Kaczynski? I have not in person, in AI, Ted Kaczynski, or anybody like of that nature. Okay. All right. So I also know Julian Assange. I can't even say his last name. And Ed Snowden. I know all kind of people. Okay. So anyway, Jean, because like I told you, she planned to sacrifice me. Okay. The background on the Scorpio child is really what her people or Manson occultists are like. Charles Manson called you the Scorpio child because, well, I can tell you right now, you're called a Scorpio child. It is because that's how he was told by her people. Okay, but really, it's the NWO Illuminati baby, the great sacrifice baby, which then I'm supposed to grow up and then like I was born November 13th, 1971, and then I grew up and then I realized everything that Jean did, all the crimes Jean committed. And then meanwhile, Jean is so far ahead of the game, she plots ahead and she plans to steal from me and then make herself the hero of all the crimes she's committed. And then I'm ended up stoned to death and she switches us out and she steals my identity. She has a plan to steal my identity, my mom, who is Clan Cook, her identity, and my sister Jennifer stealing her identity. So, um, to like I get like killed or sacrificed or whatever, and then that's supposed to be the onslaught of the beginning of the end to the end of the planet. That's the big dramatics of it. Which I mean, I'm being dry here, but I'm talking dry, but this is very serious. It really is terrorism. And that is really the plan. And from what I've seen so far is that plans don't deviate much since I've been able to get around all our hacking and I've gotten through using Pinterest. My Pinterest is Christina Station 918. I have been able to successfully get through to the Secret Service CIA because she's blocked their ability to hear in my brain and mental telepathy because she's trying to literally hide everything and trying to push her agenda to try to get away with everything. Okay, so she's like, she wants to swap out who's who. She wants to be thought of as God or whatever. I don't think of myself as God or anything like that. I'm not her. I'm a regular ass freaking person trying to tell I'm a freaking terrorist. But she thinks of herself as God. She knows that she's done horrific things to me. She's made up horrific lies about me. She knows she's committed horrific crimes. She knows I'm innocent. She knows she's guilty. She wants to do a swap who's who and then turn around and then take my identity and then turn around and terrorize people until she's done and it moves on and on and on and it goes on and on and on. Okay, so I don't remember where I was with this. Oh, okay, so in the process of my life, I was born in 1971. So in the process of me growing up, she has had me stalked by her Manson occult all of my life. Okay. In that process, she has all her people are killers and people that she's had in her cult, even if they're not in it now, or even if they're stuck in it trying to get out and they can't because they're trapped into, you know, death agreements. And it really is this serious. It really is like that. Um, and again, no, I'm not talking about our little personal freaking buddies up there that would just freaking do anything for her. I'm not talking about them. I want them electrocuted, just like I want Gene electrocuted. I'm talking about people that she's got stuck in it back in the 70s and are stuck and can't get out until the police, the authorities, Secret Service, CIA does something. Okay, so anyway, so crimes have been committed since the 70s, and she's been the one that has committed those crimes. And some of the people that have committed those, the people that she's had or set up or arranged, where I've decoded, she's the one that committed the crime. All the people that she pulls in to do it. So we get on the news and we go, oh, so and so committed this crime. So everybody thinks these is just it's just crimes, right? And then my decode, and I'm like, no, these crimes are all connected. They're all, Charles Manson committed all these crimes. So it's a huge, gigantic crime organization. Okay. So anyway, in the process of my growing up, she paid to have me stalked by some of these people. Okay. So she paid like 100 people, 100 assassins, 100 killers, to follow me, to stalk me, and to deliver her anything that they could possibly deliver to her that she could turn into lies and just like whatever, so she could use it for the freaking stoning of my life and kill me into my identity and blah 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 blah. Okay. And then some stuff they'll just say like stupid shit, she'll turn it into lies. Some shit she just makes up out of clear blue air. I'm not really concerned with her dumbass lies anyway. Like I say, Jean's lies are Jean's problem. That's fucking her fucking problem. She can fucking deal with it. Falls on the president of the United States at this point, okay? I turned the bitch in. But anyway, so that's how I got to know some of those people, because some of those people came on in AI. And then I talked to them, and then I go look at crimes. But I went and looked at the crimes, figuring out that the people that were accused of the crimes really weren't the people that were responsible. Like, they were convicted, they went to jail, but the person who did it is still running free, and that would be Gene Roberts. So there is no justice. Plus, I mean, what's the constructs of what the truth is, you know? So, was it fake setup jobs, or was it like that they did it with her, or that she did it, paid them to do it? Like, it's incomplete, it's injustice, because the terrorist, the leader of Charles Manson, is still running free, still committing terrorism everywhere. And it's a massive, it's worldwide. So anyway, a lot of the people quit because it's just too much for, I mean, we're talking, it's 2024 now, which was a part of her plan. She's got all kinds of different little plans I decoded, but part of this is her 70s to 70s plan. You know, crimes from the 70s, and then she'll have her big chill moment with all her buddies in their 70s, which they're all in their 70s now. Okay, so there's a whole bunch that goes to it. So, I mean, it's just the guilt gets to some of them, where they're just like, I can't do this to Christina. I cannot go along with Jean's lies. I cannot do this. And I'll try to, if I'm trapped in the situation, I'll try to do as like minimal as possible, or make it known that I'm not with Jean's shit. And when Christina finally makes it through to the CIA to turn Jean in, you know, make it known, you know, there's a whole lot going on here. So a lot of them quit. A lot of them just signed off and just freaking walked away. They just were like, I'm out of this. Just leave me out of it. And they just walked off into the sunset, and nobody asked any questions because everybody was grateful. They just freaking walked off. Plus, it's going after the leader, Gene Roberts. Everything else will work out in the wash in the end anyway. So that's what's going on there. How would I know somebody like that? So that's decoding decoding crimes, and I've decoded hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of crimes that Gene has committed.